Good morning! It is the day of the plein air event. It is not raining right now, which is awesome. In fact, parts of the sky are very clear, so I think that's a good sign. And by parts, I mean specifically like that part. There is 0% chance of precipitation until 2 p.m., which is when the plein air event ends. So that is awesome. That is awesome news for today. This is how the outfit turned out. Do I look like a painter? I think so. I also have sneakers. We've got the faded Red River hat that I've had since I was 12, necklace that I made a couple of months ago, little fawn brown pin that I made last year, and we're rocking a side braid, which I have not done since middle school when I wore one every single day of middle school. We've got my cut paste magazine bag where the blue kind of matches the blue I'm wearing, and then my Kanken backpack. I have arrived in Grapevine. I'm walking over to the gallery and I just realized I forgot some stuff. One, my gallery sweatshirt. Forgot that on my bed. Two, don't have the large easel or the large panel. So I guess I'm just gonna be working on small stuff today, which I kind of wanted to do anyway, but we're walking up, we're gonna find out where I'm going. I'm here with some of the other participating artists and then Miss Mia, who is helping today. So we'll be around if you see us, or if I'm posting this after, then maybe you saw us, but everyone say hi! Hi! All right, we are on our way over. I am going right there. I am all set up over at Roses on the Vine, over in this little corner. Maybe you will have seen me over here if you go in, or if you have gone in by the time I posted this. I'm gonna be painting this scene first, I'm pretty sure. Set up here, water, picked my paints for this scene, storing everything in here, and let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm getting too caught up in the sky, which keeps changing. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move on from this and start blocking in the buildings. I'm thinking next action, concrete. I'm gonna wait and do the pillars and the foliage last. This doesn't need a bunch of detail right now. I need to wait for it to dry. We are about an hour in and I have been visited by a bee twice now. So what I'm finding is that even though my paintings are small and they go quickly, I'm focusing on all of the details that really don't have to be there because I'm not used to painting plein air. I've started adding some details in the background and I think it's looking better. Okay, I'm doing something that seems drastic, but I promise it's going to add so much depth. Blue for the shadows. I think I'm probably done with this. Done with the sky. Working on making the road look more road-like. It is a little after 12. Now I've been working on this for 2 hours. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and do some details up front and then put the poles in, work on the leaves. I found tape. It's gonna be a lifesaver because I cannot paint a straight line to save my life. First casualty, second casualty. The bee came back again, but I am trying to use this brush to do the lines so that I don't have to hand draw every single one. But as you can see, they're crooked. The lines aren't as clean as I was wanting, but it's a painting. Thank you. But it's a painting, not a picture, so. What's funny is I painted all those clouds. You can't even see them, and the clouds aren't even like that anymore. So now I'm gonna work on the foliage, but I'm gonna do little dots for the lights first, and then the foliage. We'll see how these leaves go, because usually I do dots and dashes. It might end up bad, but it will be. So I'm realizing I wrapped these too tight. But I don't think it's looking bad with the dots. I think it just is. All right, this is what we're looking like. Got about an hour left. I think what I'm gonna do is work on painting the sides. I am covered in paint to the point like I don't even know how I got it on some parts of me because I'm not right-handed. All right, stored this down here. working on some clouds. Halloween car. Now we're fixing the edges where I painted over them. Second painting complete. Just painting some grass. Don't know what's gonna be up here yet. Probably clouds. I've got about 30 minutes left. And we'll see if I finish this or if I have time for another one. It's getting a bit rowdy, so I'm gonna do 5 more minutes and then wrap it up, I think. Final painting complete. Need to paint the sides, but that's 3 paintings that I made today. All right, I am headed back to the gallery. After I got back to the gallery, I got to talk to a few of the different participating artists and see what they had created. The gallery had a little gift bag for all of the participating artists, which was pretty cool. And I will say, you might notice throughout the video, I go from like showing the full area that I'm painting to just focusing on my painting. That is because the day picked up a lot. I did not realize that there was a wine trail event going on at the same time, and I was literally right next door to one of the wine stops. So I was trying to keep people's privacy private and not show people. And I think there was one teeny tiny interaction that I did catch on video just because he was walking by and he was like, "That's nice," and I said thank you in the middle of talking to the camera. There were a lot of people who did stop and ask, "What's going on? Why are there people painting all over the place?" It was kind of fun to tell them we are just artists from the area. The gallery is putting on this event today to give people the chance to network with different artists. Overall, I think it was a pretty big success, and I really hope that we do it again in the spring.